Everybody get up.
Welcome to Body Shop TV. My name is Chela. What are you doing?
I'm trying to show off this shirt.
OMG.
This is 100K. Hold on a second. Okay, let me sit down.
Yeah, sit down and relax. Hello. This is Body Shop TV. My name is Chela. Behave, body mechanic.
Don't hate, meditate. I'm the
Very
Body
nice.
Mechanic NYC. Hanging out with Cheloshka.
How you doing today?
I'm feeling spectacular
Me too.
considering the circumstances. Life is good.
Yes, it is. All day long, life is good.
I lost the largest account of my life, and for some reason, I've found solace. You know what's so funny, Cho, is that, what's interesting is this. When things are going along, you don't think about all the great things that you have around you until you hit the ground, because usually we're floating, right?
Right. You don't
And I learned
appreciate
to-
what you have.
I realize that I have more than most people in 50 lifetimes.
That's right. You do.
And here's another thing that's important. Remember, knowledge is permanent. You could take the dog out of the jungle. As long as he has his knowledge, he'll survive somewhere else.
All day long.
And that's the bottom line.
That's right.
Knowledge is freedom.
So you have solace, body mechanic?
Oh my God, I feel so cool right now.
I am celebrating with you. I'm so happy to hear
I
that.
can't even explain it. I feel like it's oozing from every pore. Like I always say, don't hate, meditate. Okay, so Chela.
Yes. How was your week besides?
I'm so excited about tomorrow.
Oh, me too. Look around
And when
us.
y'all scan around, what you're going to see is
Where's
the
that
entries
camera
into a
woman
t-shirt
at?
contest. Oh,
Look
and
at-
I found someone who can actually do some camera work for us, an intern.
Really?
Yes, because I've been pounding the ground. Unlike what Chela thinks, the body mechanic lives a life
Oh,
of leisure.
I owe you an apology. I owe you an apology, body mechanic.
Wow.
You know how I always get on your case about me doing all the work, me doing all the promotion, me doing all the creativity, me doing the website, me doing all the networking for Body Shop Enterprises? Well, after our recent Touch Sensorium on Monday,
Yes.
I learned that you sent out a thank you note to Dr. Ford. I was touched. That was so nice. And I just want to apologize and I want to thank you for your efforts. Because I felt like you were like a silent partner. You know, you only appear when it's time to do a show. But anyway, we are...
I'm just working, just being alive. I can't help it. When you get this good, it's just like...
So, Body Mechanic, we're in the studio today with, we're celebrating September, which is Producers Month.
Yes.
And we have in the studio with us Vinny Dice.
This guy's like a wild stallion. Just to
and
hold
his
him
sidekick,
down.
Enzio. Welcome to Body Shop TV, gentlemen.
Good to be here.
Thank you very much.
Enzio, you look very, very relaxed.
He does.
I'm comfortable.
Is that how
here.
you always
He
say?
looks as relaxed
I
as an
love this
18-year-old.
Close your legs.
It's the
Look
couch
at
right
your
here.
left hand.
It's a beautiful red couch.
He's feeling happy.
Very
That's what
comfortable
happened. Why are you licking your lips and looking at him?
Right.
Hold on, I'm getting
Why are you
strange
shaking
signals.
your head, Vinny? What's the matter,
I
huh?
got to deal with
Well,
this.
he acts like this all the time when I'm sitting next to him.
So tell me, you guys have a show on Madhouse TV. What kind of show do you have? What's it about? What's the purpose?
The DJ Vinny Dice show started about over a year ago.
Uh-huh.
And what we try to do is get the talent from Long Island or Brooklyn or Queens, wherever you might be.
Uh-huh.
If you have talent and no one knows about your talent, you come on my show and I'll let you do whatever you want.
Is that local Italian
Awesome.
talent only?
It don't have to be Italian. Why's it
Just
gonna be
checking, man, because you like you're throwing
Can
the
it be
hands
mulatto
like.
talent?
Yeah. Yeah.
You saw his eyes, Chela, because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
could tell.
I know,
He didn't even
right?
look up. Maybe he is sincere.
Well,
I like
maybe
this
you know
guy.
what
It's
I'm
any
like,
kind of
but-
talent.
Any kind of talent?
Yes, it doesn't matter.
Oh, good. That's
Even
good
the
to
crotch
know.
holding kind.
It doesn't matter.
And when does your show air?
It is the second Saturday of the month.
Uh-huh.
Right? Did I say that right? The
You-
last
you
two
sure?
Saturdays
The
of the
last
month.
two of the month.
At
yes.
1,
So you're not on
Get it
every
right.
week?
no.
The last two Saturdays of the month. He's
The
correct.
last-
Yeah.
two
At what
Saturdays.
time? 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Yes.
Right before your show.
1
actually.
o'clock. And how long does it last?
It's a half-hour show. Listen,
Really?
we want to give the people just a little taste. We don't want to show them too much.
Oh, that's
just the
interesting.
hook.
I found Enzio in the freezer box of a supermarket.
Which
and
one?
IGA in Massachusetts.
And now you're
I see.
inseparable.
And what happened was he told me he's an artist and a singer.
Uh-huh.
I said, I have no problem. Oh, I'm sorry. I have no problem. You could show me your Give them.
Tell him.
Enzio, you sing?
Oh, yeah, I sing
oh.
and everything, sure.
Stop for
Can
one
you sing
second.
My
One
Way? I
second.
love that song.
Can I just say something?
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain.
I love this
My
guy.
friend, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. That's nothing. I can do more if you like.
Can-
Wow.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, Benny.
A year
She
ago,
asked me a question. I wanted to.
I appreciate you answering.
No
but can you-
problem.
A year ago,
Uh-huh.
when he came on the show, he did My Girl. And it took off. People were
My
emailing me.
girl, my girl.
Not you, NZO only.
Uh-huh.
Give me a little.
I got sunshine.
You can clap your hands.
Ooh, on a cloudy day.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun.
When it's cold outside, doo-doo, I got the month of May.
Dun, dun,
I like
dun,
that.
dun, dun, dun.
I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, talking about my girl.
That's not a universal
My
song.
girl.
That's what?
Some people might say, my guy.
My God.
No, there's
No,
my
I
guy.
usually
We
say-
have that one too.
You're not being discriminatory,
no,
are
no,
you?
no,
we
no.
have
I'm just checking. All right.
No muscle bound
Man.
man could take
No, it's
that.
oh my God.
We have it all.
Oh, okay. That makes you cover everybody, no? You have to have
Watch
wheelchair
the Vinny
entrance,
Dice
everything
show and
covered.
you will see more of that.
All right, cool. Just checking.
So what kind of talent has been brought to your show?
We have comedians. We have singers. We have actors. We have jugglers. It doesn't matter. Whatever talent you have, you could show it off.
That's good. What inspired you to do this, gentlemen?
I love to help people.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's the
Underneath
altruistic
all
side
this
of you?
Italian stuff, there's a heart.
Well,
That's
believe it
body
or not,
mechanic.
before Italian came along, there was the heart. That Italian was just a label.
That's right.
That was man-made. The heart's not.
No, it's
So
not.
there you go.
That's what
Now
I'm
we're
saying.
talking.
You come from a
mean-
big family, Vinny?
Of course,
How big?
very big.
What's very big?
Well, I mean,
We never know about your VBs, you know what I mean?
I mean, we got like 30
big?
cousins and 12 uncles and aunts, and come Christmas time, I don't know if you know about the Italians, right?
Yes.
We have we all sit at the table, and
Are you going to invite somebody
Italian
shop?
food,
we
all
come?
fish,
You
the whole
can.
9 yards.
All right, cool.
We put everything out there.
Are you guys going to the San Gennaro feast this weekend?
Is it this weekend?
Yeah.
I know it's
I think
popping
it's
right
over.
now.
It ends tomorrow.
It ends tomorrow, yeah.
I think it might be over, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't make it this year.
You never
No?
said nothing. How come? You forgot.
No, I didn't forget. I knew.
But you usually go, right?
Yes.
Yes,
The 18th
normally
Avenue
you
Feast in Brooklyn.
How long has that festival been going on?
Which one, San Gennaro? I don't know.
Oh, about 25, 30
Many
years.
years.
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
that's been there
Yeah.
a long time.
It's a long time.
So,
I live not far from there.
Oh, you're from Manhattan?
Yeah.
so Vinny and Enzio, what do you guys want to do when you grow up?
Oh, you wanna
That's a
take
tough
that?
one.
That's a
Well,
tough one,
that is hard.
Well, I
Right
want-
now, he's in the freezer box.
I
He
wanted
does-
to be a freezer man. I am that now.
Right.
So my dreams came true
Yeah.
for that part.
that.
And
wait a
right
minute,
now,
your
I like
dream
to work. Yeah, my dream
was to be a freezer man.
Yeah, it came true.
Well, some people, everybody's job
Everybody's
is important.
dream is
Imagine
different,
we
you
didn't have
know.
a freezer man.
There would be no eggs and milk for him.
Without
Right.
me, you wouldn't have that. So
Everybody provides a service for the big
Exactly.
That's
engine.
right. Somebody's got to do
Right.
it.
I mean, I'm a DJ. www.djvinnydice.com.
What kind of music do you play?
Music, all.
Do you spin bachata?
Yes, bachata, reggaeton, arroz con
Reggaeton?
pollo, everything. Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Get
we-
out.
Everything.
Nice.
Yep. Caribbean, Italian, Spanish, whatever.
When are you spinning next?
Thursday I'll be at a place in Hicksville called Pizza Fab. Friday nights I'm at a place called Don Lorenzo, and Saturdays we do private parties.
Very nice.
Dude, you're like, what are you, 40, 38?
I appreciate that.
He,
Yeah.
no, he looks about.
And he's like, and you're having fun.
He
you're
looks
DJing?
41.
Yeah. No, I'm actually going to be 50 in February.
Get
Stop.
out.
Let's see some ID, man.
You look good.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. And
Wait,
NGO
How
is.
about me? What do you think I look?
I think you are about.
I would say you're 50.
All right, it's my man there. See?
Yeah.
50.
But you sing like a 16-year-old.
Woo, baby. Take that
So
one,
he hit it on the nose. You're 50.
buddy. 60.
Wow.
But I like that. I'll take 10 years off.
I have to admit, you're a young 60 because
Yeah,
you're
yeah, you got a
outgoing.
lot of
No, I'm in
energy.
good
But
shape.
in the
I'm
U.S.,
like,
in the U.S., we don't know because our 60 is distorted because people are broken down at 40. We have a complete skewed vision of what health is, but that's a whole nother show.
Now, do you blame that
Yeah,
on the
but-
food or just?
I blame
it on the alcohol.
We blame it on,
Oh.
there's a lot of things. Anything that's not natural, you take in, we end up abusing it. Even so, we say we have control, but we don't. When we take addictive substances, we have no control over it. So no one drinks one drink a week. No one has one potato chip a week. So my philosophy, being the wellness Nazi that I am, I just rather not participate. And I find that I'm okay.
Vinny, do you drink?
No, never drank, and I never did drugs ever in my life.
You know what's interesting?
Wow.
If you ever go into a bar sober and watch the activity of people they come in and as they change through the night,
Right.
that's enough to never have a drink again.
Well, being in the bar, DJing for 30
I
years,
know you see it.
I've seen it, and
Oh,
I've
wow.
seen some
I'm
bad
impressed,
things.
Vinny.
I've seen some bad things.
And it's crazy.
And growing up in Brooklyn, where I grew up, a lot of people were smoking marijuana and doing drugs, and I never participated. And I teach my kids. I got 2 young girls. I teach them the same thing at a young age.
That's because you don't know about all the drugs. But you didn't know that sugar was a drug, did you?
I did.
Okay.
It's an addiction.
Anything addicting.
Yeah.
And you know that sugar is worse than any of those things that we talked about?
And I-
Bars, other recreational drugs. Sugar's by far the worst, and it's free. Literally free. I mean, you ever walk around with your kids when they were young and someone says, "Can I give your child a drug?" Oh, I'm sorry, they say candy.
Right.
But you say, "Sure." Next thing you know, 10 minutes later, you have to spend hours trying to control your child. No one looks at that.
Right. My kids are 6 and 9. They never had a glass of soda in their life.
Nice.
But I'm not
Good,
going to
good
lie and
for
say they
them.
never have candy because
But
all
you understand what I'm
kids-
saying.
Right. You just can't abuse it, and you have to draw the line. My daughter will say, "Daddy, can I have a cookie?" And I'll say no. Or I'll say yes. But she'll ask me.
So, gentlemen, before we go, we want to ask you 2 questions. We want you to close your eyes. Imagine yourself in a white room with no windows and no doors. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself in a white room with no windows and no doors.
Is he in the room with me?
No, you're
No,
alone.
you're alone. If he is, something is seriously wrong.
Now, give me 3 adjectives as to how that makes you feel.
What's an adjective?
I was going to ask you that.
It's a word that describes your
does.
feeling. How does it make you feel? 3 words.
This room is white with no windows or walls.
No doors, no windows. All white.
Oh, wait. Whoa.
I feel lonely,
Lonely,
trapped.
trapped.
Even then, he's got rhythm. Damn, man.
I feel cold
Cold. How about
Yeah.
you, Enzio?
because it's white.
Right.
I feel tired.
Tired?
Well, that's every day. It's in an open room. Plenty of
I
it.
feel.
It's only a 2-hour show.
Oh,
What did you say?
I'm lost here. I feel tired. I feel like
Sleepy,
sleepy. Yes, thank you.
tired, sleepy.
Not the same thing, actually.
Basically.
but-
How do you
and
feel?
I also feel like opening my eyes.
Anything else?
feel
Do you
like
feel anything
opening
else
my
about being in that white room?
This guy's a killer.
Oh. Feel dark.
You feel dark?
Darkness.
That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
Open your eyes, pal.
Guess what? Guess what that
What does that mean?
this depicts actually a
Okay.
feeling about death.
How you view
Who,
death?
me or him?
Both of you. Your descriptions of that white room with no doors, without no escape, where you can't get out.
Mhm.
That's what it actually depicts. How you view death.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Believe it or not, whatever answers you give, it doesn't make a difference about the external stimuli. It has to do with your filters and what you've been conditioned up until this point, no matter what your age is. So whenever you describe anything, what you're describing is yourself. So those things that we set up as a parameter for your vision that you had is actually what you'll see when you're dying.
So, what's your favorite body of
interesting.
water, real quick? Your favorite
It could
body
be anything.
of water.
It could be a bathtub. It could be an ocean. It could be a cloud.
I understand. I'm thinking. I mean,
Okay, think.
It's not a question I'm asked every day. Yeah.
Way
it would
too
have
on
to
your
be
show.
the ocean. The
Oh, you
like the
I
ocean?
love the sound of the ocean, and
3 adjectives why you like the ocean.
the ocean makes me feel The ocean is.
Quickly.
I'm trying. When you feel, I feel free.
Free.
I feel energetic.
Energetic.
Yep. I feel calm.
Free,
Excellent.
energetic, and calm.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
Enzio.
I would say bathtub.
A bathtub.
Okay.
Why?
Comfortable,
Comfortable,
relaxed,
relaxed,
Rubber ducky.
and energetic.
You guys are perfect for each other.
are.
If you want to date, you'd be perfect.
I can't even.
Just letting you know.
I don't even want to drive him home.
Can't even go home with him now.
That's actually how you view sex.
So with that said, we
Good to
really
know.
enjoyed having you guys on our show.
Well, we
And
enjoyed
I'm going
being
to
here.
promote
being
your
here.
show and promote people to come on your show. I know a lot of people with talent.
Right. And maybe on the next show you can let me know what that hairy fruit was that you ate because I tried.
Oh,
Yes, on the
well, the
next
fruit
show.
wasn't hairy. It was actually a huge. It's a huge. It looks like an oversized
Porcupine.
coconut with prongs on it, and it's called durian. It comes from Southeast Asia, a lot of those hot climates, and it's one of the stinkiest smelling fruits,
Right.
but has the most.
It's delicious.
It has a
It is
divine
delicious.
taste. Did I use divine? No,
Divine.
I didn't. Yes, it
Divine.
tastes like sweet custard butter.
When we go to
You
any
see, the
show,
food that
When we
doesn't
actually
taste
come,
good
when we
is
actually on your
better for
show,
you.
we'll bring some so you
Correct?
can sample it on the show because I'd love to see
The
your
food
face.
that doesn't taste good is better for you.
That's a fact
that's
because
very
they're bitter.
true.
Absolutely.
Gentlemen,
Man,
it's
this
been-
guy is brilliant.
it's
Where'd you
been a-
find this guy?
Okay?
freezer.
Freezer.
It's been a pleasure. Give us the time and days that you're on Madhouse TV.
The last 2 Saturdays of the month at 1 p.m. The DJ Vinny Dice Show. Just Google it, and we hope you enjoy it.
Cool beans. Pleasure having you guys. When we
Thank
come
you.
back,
Absolutely.
when we
Thank
come
you.
back, we're gonna have Calvin Kerr here from an awesome place out in Riverhead that he brought food for us to
I hope
taste.
you're all ready to get your taste on.
Get ready to rumble. We'll
you
be
might
right
not,
back.
you might not be able to eat it, but you'll definitely taste it through the screen.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Yes.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
YesWeCare.net is a 501c3 charity that provides help to veterans and their families. Please visit YesWeCare.net and donate in any way you can by purchasing our beautiful framed prints or relaxation CDs and DVDs, even smooth jazz CDs. YesWeCare.net. Remember, our troops are on their way home. They need all the support they can get. YesWeCare.net.
Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware.
We have 3 of the largest showrooms of safes on display and in stock. You can see and touch them in person instead of browsing a catalog. We carry gun and rifle safes, burglary safes, jewelry safes, fire rated from a half hour to 2 hour. Famous name brands.
We sell Gardol.
We sell AMSAC.
The new AMSAC touchscreen.
If you're ever in need of a safe, think Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware. Right, Lockie?
That's right, Alan.
Yeah, focus all your questions.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chela.
Oh,
Hello.
I'm sorry. I'm getting carried with Nordic woman. This is a body mechanic NYC, hanging out with Chela.
Body mechanic. Remember we had that.
Chela, why are you leaning so hard on the concept?
gosh.
Jesus,
That's what she
show
does.
the shirt off.
Over.
Don't hate.
So listen.
Meditate.
will
I'm
you
sorry.
stop?
That's 100K
listen.
there. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Listen, remember I had that anniversary party for my parents
Yes.
at that place out in Riverhead?
That food was good.
JC's. Wasn't it awesome?
Yeah.
So I got the owner in here now. And welcome to Body Shop TV,
Thank you.
Calvin, and your beautiful left-hand woman,
Yep, my girl.
Carolyn. Welcome to
you.
Body Shop TV, beautiful.
Thank you.
So I'm
Yes,
so glad,
welcome.
I'm so glad that you're here because
We're happy to be here.
when I first went to your place with Nancy, one of our Body Shop contest contestants,
Right.
I just noticed all those things on the wall.
Aren't they awesome?
Being surrounded.
These are all the T-shirt contestants for the contest. We're going to announce the winner tomorrow
Beautiful.
at our Body Shop Blue karaoke
Okay.
party.
I'm
So
coming.
anyway, oh, you are? Awesome,
coming. Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, why not?
Both
Yeah.
of you?
Yeah.
Can you sing?
No, my brother's singing though. He's
I
already
know, I
singing.
heard him.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you find him and bring him?
Need
He's
to
in
bring
North
some of these
Carolina.
mushrooms. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to eat. I'm sorry.
I heard
Okay.
he's awesome. But
Yeah, he's-
anyway, when I first went with Nancy, our Body Shop T-shirt contestant,
Okay.
to the left, I was really, really impressed because you had a special going on Sunday where you get channeling done, plus you get, I don't know how many course meal.
Yeah, we
and-
do a 3-course. It's like a spa cuisine. So we offer a 3-course spa cuisine as well as you have your small massage. It's auric polarization. Your chakra lined up. It's something I need my chakra lined up because I'm out of
I don't
control.
know. You look like you're doing just fine.
Oh,
over
well,
there,
I'm Jamaican,
man.
so, you know, it's par for
You
course.
look fine with a Nordic push over there.
You know, everything cool and deadly, you know?
So keep talking so I can adjust my seat.
Well, okay. So where you want to go, high or
I
low?
want to go higher.
Okay. No, well, JC's was a concept over years. It was my partner, James Hall, took 4 months to convince me to go into JC's because I was kind of like not feeling the restaurant anymore. I've got like 42 years in the restaurant.
Wow.
But,
So you need something. You just want you need something new. You
Yeah,
just
well,
get
yeah,
tired.
well, you know, because I almost got into that kind of rut where it's like, you know, I've had enough of this. I'm kind of looking for the Caribbean again. But what's exciting about what we do there is that we do everything. Like, I'm able to use the 42 years that I've experienced, and this is probably the best of the best that everybody's going to get.
Wow.
Because I'm out of control. I mean, we cook everything there from scratch. If you don't like the menu, guess what? Tell me what you want, and I'll cook it. Whatever country in the world that you want, not a problem. So it's more of a challenge.
Is that every day?
That's anytime. It's anytime. Yeah.
Like even this evening?
Right now. Desserts are made from scratch, all the dressings, everything's made there. There's nothing outside of the house. There's nothing brought in. So, you know, it's baking, it's pastry making, it's the salads and things like that, the dressings, the balsamic, so forth and so on, you know. But we have fun. It's a lot of work, but we have fun, you know. And the fun is the fact that you're able to see the folks enjoying themselves.
Yes,
you know.
that's the
And
best
that's the
part.
key. That's the key.
I like your soul in the bowl that you have on Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday
Tell me
nights,
about
yeah.
that.
Well, Soul in the Bowl is something we came up with. It was a concept that I saw at some point, and what we decided that we need to give back in the sense of, you know, not a recession Monday or that kind of thing, but we wanted to give back to the community. So for $10, which you actually pay for the seat, not for the food, and you get a compilation of collard greens,
macaroni and cheese, roasted potatoes, candied yams, fried chicken, collard greens, you know. And it's funny because although I'm from London and lived in Jamaica, people say, where'd you learn soul food from? Well, I lived in Biloxi, Mississippi when I was in the Air Force. You know, so I've had some old school teachers who have really taught me the way, you know.
That
We have
is
a blast,
awesome.
you know, it's good, it's authentic. Whatever I try to do provincial. You know, the meal that you have today is basically, it's actually 3 continents. It's,
Can we get a shot on that plate
well, I guess you can.
with a camera person?
Yeah.
I've
Well-
seen a few minutes mixed up in my mouth.
Yeah, well, they're eating back there.
Oh, they're eating.
I
They're eating behind the
Listen,
scenes.
No, what is
Behind the
that?
scenes, yeah, yeah.
I see peaches flying everywhere and couscous.
Well, what we did here is,
I'm salivating. I'm sorry.
I married, you know, basically a couple of different things together. We had this curry couscous that's going on and infused with peaches. And what I do is I create a bridge. If we had another course, you'd find peaches in some other course, whether it's salad or dessert. So you have a curry couscous here. The chicken is lightly breaded. And what I did is I work with a program called Feel Good Food, which I teach. So what I did was let me use things that are around the house. So I'm going through Carolyn's kitchen. I found some stuffing, which I put in the
Whose
processor.
kitchen?
Carolyn's.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm in her cabinets, right? Okay, you remember her. And I'm doing, I took the stuffing, processed it, fine grind, put it together, then I made a peanut sauce, Africana sauce, which is a peanut sauce infused with a little bit of oil with some cayenne pepper. And that brings a little bit of heat to it. And we kind of prettied it up with a little bit more of a
The oil
garnish.
is what transfers the heat. The oil is
Yeah,
supposed
yeah, yeah. Well, it's a capsule, so that's
Right.
what it does. You know? But you also have to have something sweet when you have something spicy. You know, not like what I did last night where I was eating some Jamaican pepper shrimp. I was like on fire.
But the
like-
sugar helped neutralize the spice, too.
Yeah. Well, and also we try to keep like in the concept. I have to eat the same food that I feed my guests. So I make sure that they eat well and I eat well. I'm a diabetic, type 2, you know, and I make sure that I don't bring anything into it that we don't need. I don't add salt to it. There's no pepper. There's a natural flavor already in the food. You just have to be able to bring it out, which I call the essence or the soul of the food. Once you bring the essence out, there's nothing required. There's no salt and pepper shakers on my table. Even the burgers, there's no
That's
ketchup.
right.
There's right. You know that, right? There's nothing like that, but everything is done. You know, it's old school. You know, I did an article for Gurney's GQ magazine when I was there, and what's called "What's Old Is New Again." So what I've done is I've gone back to the old way of eating, which means that everything comes in fresh, no cans. You know, the beef, the chicken, everything's brought in every day, and this is what we eat. And when we run out, guess what? We run out. But there's nothing. If you ask me for shrimp in the restaurant, then I have to peel it, devein it, clean it the whole night, and cook it. And that's how I want you to eat because that's how I ate. You know,
Right.
which is a kind of. Although you look back and say, well, back then you want a hamburger, you want this, you want a McDonald's. This is a better way to eat.
Well, convenience is killing this country.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Right from the beginning.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
such thing as convenience.
Well, what happens is we're trying to keep up with the amount of people, the service end of it. So you're getting fruits that are not ripe but ripe on the truck, things like that. So we try to work naturally with our local produce, East End produce. We work with guys like Mastic Seafood, where every morning my seafood comes in, and it's like 8-point specific.
Get back to grassroots.
Yeah,
'cause
you
that's
have to.
really what
You
it's
have
all
to.
about.
Because really, you are what you eat, for real. So if I've knocked my diabetes down just by eating better, so can everybody else. It's about eating healthy.
Good for you, Calvin.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's interesting? It really is kind of an oxymoron. You
Yeah.
made a comment, and this is the chemistry of the body. Actually, one of the leading causes of diabetes is lack of sodium. Did you know that?
No question.
Because
Yeah.
the minerals in sodium actually help the osmotic balance shift
Right,
in the body.
right.
And that's what it really
And if
is.
you realize that most vegetables are drawing from minerals,
From
and
the
in the
soil.
minerals you already have the iron,
Yeah,
the salt, the
yeah,
potassium, the calcium. You just have to
absolutely.
know the right thing to eat.
There you go.
And that's
There
the
we
key
go.
to it. I mean, I'm not a gym guy. I had my house in out east. We had a whole gym on the side. I wouldn't do it. I'm not a gym person. I don't have the energy for the gym. But what I do is I eat better, and I don't eat, as we say, like I was raised. Breakfast at 8 o'clock, lunch is at 12. No, I eat when I'm hungry. So there are days where maybe there's one meal I eat, but I'm not hungry. So I've learned to recondition myself that eat when you need to eat. Not because it's 12 o'clock or 5 o'clock and things like that. Because if I'm not really that busy that day, and since physically and I'm not moving around, then I don't really need to compensate myself with all this additional food. Because guess where it goes?
You did something very, very important, because the deal is people develop schedules so they don't have to think about living and being present. And when you do that, then it becomes an automatic function, and it's not.
Calvin, do you drink water?
Yes.
How much?
Quite a bit. We have at the restaurant, the water that we use, it's an acidic water. It's processed with minerals. It's like unbelievable. So whether you order the water there with the lemons in it, I mean, it's all sitting there. It's processed. It's marinating. Your teas are made that way. Your coffee is made that way. I'm very conscientious in the sense of what I'm going to put into your body. You know, the quote unquote, I have a morality. You know, so water is definitely an issue. You know, I play handball, so that's my exercise. So you definitely want to hydrate, things like that. Plus, it processes everything else. You know, the lemons. You know, most folks don't know that. You know, you want to start your day with lemon in warm water as opposed to coffee. You know, I grew up in the islands where it's mint tea, fresh herbs in the tea. My grandfather was a herbalist from Nigeria. So you want to start your day like that. It develops a certain processing in your body where the nutrients are stored and go to the right facilities. You know, your toxins are washed out of your system, and that's what it's about. You know, in the front of our store, you know, Steve, Green Earth Cafe.
Yes.
We have a whole organic game going on, pink salt and black salt from the Himalayas. So there's a lot of things going on. This is why JC's and him, we meshed. I always say Steve's my brother from another mother.
Right.
Only because what he's doing up front, as opposed to what I'm doing in the back,
Yeah.
it's like it just
Great
works.
marriage.
It just works, you know. And you know, he's very good, just like myself. We're very conscious about what we're going to give you. You know, although you're enjoying the meal, you're eating a lot smarter than you really think. You know?
No, it's right, because most people are not conscious. We become lazy.
Yeah.
And as soon as you stop thinking about what you put in your mouth, you will soon be sick. It's just a matter of time.
Well, I do a program that's called Feel Good Food, and I've been doing that. I've taught in the ISIP school district, so we have a cooking school in Buffalo. And what that's about is being able to do these meals in an instant without measuring and things like that. Like this meal here that we put together, I think I did 5 or 6 portions. It took me less than 30 minutes.
Wow.
And I wanted to do things that were in her house. So I just grabbed this, grabbed that, and you just put it together. You know? So once you know the basics, you pretty much can kind of rock and roll any way you want. You know? But you tend to eat better, because if it's about time.
Right.
Most folks will say they don't eat well only because that they don't have the time. But if I can show you how to put something together in 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, you know, it's a different program. You know, most of the meals that you come into the restaurant, nothing's cooked. So it has to be done. The style's called a la minute, in the instant. Nothing is cooked at all. Nothing cleans. Everything has to be done. But there's a way to do it. And, you know, this is what we do in Feel Good Food. I show you how to use things that you can use every day. It's not some of the programs I've done before where, you know, it's so high-end that, you know, it's going to take you the whole afternoon to complete one dish.
Right.
No, I show you when people knock on the door, companies there, and here you go. You can rock and roll this thing and look like the belle of the ball, you know, or the queen or the king of the castle. You know.
But you know what's interesting? When people say they don't have time to invest in their food, it's just a matter of time before they have to see the man with the white coat.
No question.
And then they
No
can't
question.
work. And then
No
they have
question.
plenty of time.
No question.
They decide which
No.
pills they
Yeah.
take and which
Yeah.
organ to get amputated. But that's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a break right now, and I'm going to have some of that food, and when we come back, we're going to hear from your left-hand woman, Carolyn.
Okay.
All right?
There you go.
We'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic. working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
Caught me with my mouth wide open. It's delicious. I'm sorry. I'm the body mechanic NYC, chowing down on. I don't even know where to start. So what do we have here?
You have Africana chicken over curry couscous.
I just want people to hear it again.
With peaches and mandarin oranges. A little bit of spinach and mushrooms, which they told me Chela would not eat. Did you eat your mushroom, Chela?
Who said that?
They said that.
Who,
Yep.
Tom Mealy?
Yeah.
I'll eat anything.
Oh, okay, so
Trust me, anything.
Chela's a mushroom freak.
Okay, so we're gonna pull down the wallpaper that Tom is putting up.
So tell me about your lovely partner sitting next to you.
Well, myself and Carolyn, we were friends back when we were teenagers in high school, and so we've known each other about 40 years now. Yeah, and you know, it just came to full circle. 40. Actually, it's funny because there's a restaurant in Bellport Village that I worked at. I did this gourmet breakfast. And I'm a guy, quote unquote, doesn't do breakfast. I don't even eat eggs. I've never eaten an egg in my life.
Get out of here.
I make crazy frittatas, omelets, what you have it. It's got an
Is
egg,
there a
but
reason why you don't eat eggs?
just don't like them. You know, my grandfather had a chicken farm in Jamaica, and maybe that's where it came from. You know?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things I don't eat. I don't eat clams, but I did win the clam chowder contest in Montauk. I've had only one mussel in my life, but I can make the best mussel marinara. You know? There's a lot of things that I don't eat but you know, it's part of paying attention.
Right.
When I started cooking eggs, you know, I'd ask people things like, you know, they want them scrambled. Well, how do you want them? They would say fluffy, and I kind of knew what fluffy meant. You follow?
Well, that's interesting because if you don't eat it, then you're not biased.
No.
When you're cooking, so that
No. What I try to do is I try to make sure that the smell is there, that the appearance is there. I'm pretty anal when it comes to my background is fine arts. So when I put a plate together, it's all about the look.
Presentation
Right. It's all about the look.
Starts a digestive process,
Right.
actually.
I've had to actually learn how to cook better. And, you know, even my brother Jesse, who was with me in the Air Force in North Dakota, I took a side, I was working in a bomb wing, B-52s, and I took a side job at the NCO club, and he used to tell me, he said, you can't even boil water, you know. So that's kind of where I started in 1974. But I've gone the full gamut. I've worked in nursing homes as supervisor, you know, dietary department, things like that, and just explored. But I had some great breaks. I mean, I was a young guy, and I had two chefs from the Cordon Bleu in France take me on their wings for 7 years. And I had the chance to work with Iron Chef Moreau from Farrah Olivia in Alexandria, Virginia. And these are the guys that just took the creative aspect of me and told me, rock and roll. Like the meal you're eating today, that was not conceived until this afternoon. I had no idea. I was laying down in the bed and I says, what am I going to make for these? And I opened up the cabinet. I was like, okay, this is where I'm going. So I work from feeling. I'm working from a vibe. So you probably get a lot better food than you would ever get anyplace else, only because I'm vibing with it. I cooked in the kitchen one time in Babylon called Montalvino, it's Osteria, and this couple stopped me in the middle because it was an open kitchen, and they said to me, he says, "You're not here, are you?"
Like
said,
Jewel, right?
Yeah, I said, "What do you mean I'm not here?" This is, "No, you're not here, because we looked at you and you were someplace else." And so it was the first time I was actually cognizant that I'm dreaming, and that's what it is. It's just a godsend. Sometimes I'll sit back while I'm preparing something, and I'm almost like in this other person.
Because you're in the moment, man.
Yeah, I'm just sitting back and I'm watching my hands create this, and I'm saying to myself in the meantime, like, where did you learn that from? Okay, because you've never seen that before. But I do things like that. I do things like caramelized tomatoes and put them with ice cream. I do the things that surprise people, you know, and that's what I like. I like the surprise element. I want you to try something that you've never tried. Actually, what we do in the restaurant.
Tomato and ice cream?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Next time you come. Next time you come.
Well, it's a fruit and ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a fruit.
Yeah. You would be surprised. You would definitely be surprised. Even some things like the chantilly cream that we make with the French toast. I make a killer breakfast. I'll do breakfast for you one time. I don't like doing it.
So when do you open? What time do you open?
We're open from 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock for lunch. Then we close, so I can take my break. And at 5 o'clock through 6 o'clock, I'll reopen again for dinner to 10 o'clock at night. So bring your own bottle. We've been closed for the last month because we've been renovating the whole kitchen.
Oh.
So we're looking, not this weekend coming, but the following weekend.
To reopen?
Yeah, we're going to reopen, and we're going to just have a blast.
Are you going to have a grand opening party?
I'm going to have a grand opening party like nobody's ever
hell
seen.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever seen. It's going to be out of control.
That sounds like the weekend of the 10th.
Yes.
When I'm not going to be here.
Oh, okay. So do I have to wait till you come back? Is that what I have
Yes,
to
you
do?
have to wait till I come back.
Well, we're going to have things like, too, you know, we do Saturday nights, we do Caribbean night, you know. I love Caribbean food. You know, I do Jamaica's national dish, which is ackee and saltfish, green bananas. My father was born in Cuba, so we bring a lot of Latin food into the game, you know, a lot of South American food. So we're having fun. We're having fun. And people are very receptive. You know, it's funny, when you bring foods from these other countries, and, I mean, I had somebody eat breadfruit, and they had no idea, but the potential of breadfruit, green bananas, and things like that, as far as the iron content, the potassium, calcium, it's like ridiculous. It's like, this is how you really want to eat. And I didn't realize that until probably in my 20th year in cooking, when I was like, you know what, my grandparents had the right idea. You know,
well, all those indigenous fruits have everything. Plus, the island, you have all those minerals floating around.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I can eat a lot less when I eat more natural, more Caribbean, as I would say.
Well, eat real food. You don't have to eat as much.
No, you don't. You don't. And it really works it out. I mean, some of the things we make, like the journey cakes, which we make, which they call Johnny cakes. These were small bread cakes were made for the guys who were cutting sugar cane out. You know, of course, there's no refrigeration. But I mean, you take that, you take 2 of those, you're full. You know,
because you technically don't need refrigeration.
You don't need it.
Real food.
You don't need it. And historically, if you look back, even here in the States, when you look at the jerking the food, like we have the bacalao, you know, the salted cod. It's the same process, you know. People didn't have a refrigerator walking.
They use salt.
Yeah, they use salt, you know. But they also eradicated the salt. But still, some of the salt permeates, you know. So it's a matter of just putting different style, you know. Even in the desserts we do, you know, we do a lovely dessert, you know. Whether it's a strawberry shortcake, we do a chocolate lava cake, which most folks probably have it bought and it's frozen. We actually do it out there ourselves.
Do you eat a lot of those sweet things?
No, no. I have my moments. You know, I have my moments. Like I said, I was a crazy diabetic. When I got diagnosed with diabetes, I probably didn't know I had diabetes. So my numbers were like 360. I was on 20 milligrams of insulin and 2,000 milligrams of metformin, which is a pill to control the insulin.
I know what it is.
And now, nothing.
Good for you.
Yep. Drop the weight. That's number one. Drop the weight. You know,
right.
I actually started walking and riding my bike for 2 years. Parked the car.
I was going to say that because
it's all about exercise.
As long as you exercise, and the other thing, the biggest component about insulin response, believe it or not, is stress.
No question. Yeah.
Because you can have no food, you have a stressful night, and your numbers will be
out of control. And that's what it was. I was opening restaurants all over the United States, and you know, when you open a restaurant like JC's here, it's basically like having a newborn. and you have no babysitter. So you're constantly on top of it, you know. And with JC's, I mean, I have not only the culinary aspect of it, but also the marketing aspect, the total game plan. You know, my partners, who have been my friends for 37 years, they try to do the best they can, but a lot of the weight is on my shoulders. And I've learned to.
But you're a perfectionist.
Well,
you're
that's
your,
what it is.
You're your
Yeah.
worst
Yeah.
enemy. You put the most pressure on.
Well,
you.
that's what it
really
is. I mean, you know, one of the things I did want to do, this is my last restaurant. I will have no more after that. I'm going back to the island, somebody's island. But I wanted to give people an idea. This is what good food is about. This is what great service is about. You know, one of the things that we pride ourselves that you saw there, if you use a napkin and it's on the table, I want it off. You know, now even though I'm in the kitchen, I will peek out and say, listen, somebody's got to get that napkin. I don't like a disturbance on the table. The table's my picture.
Especially with your artwork.
Yeah, you know,
your food.
you use a spoon and somebody comes out, don't give them another spoon. Take everything up, give them brand new. I want everything brand new. For every time you turn around, it's brand new again. Because for me, that's refreshing. You know, it says a lot more than what it looks like. It says that, you know, we're concerned. You know, we're concerned about you having a great time. And, you know, with our restaurant, you know, we have the couches, so you can leave the table, go sit on the couch, put your feet on the coffee table, sit back, relax, have a bottle of wine or whatever your cocktail is, and just relax. There's no push. You know, we're not concerned with how
Very
many times.
comfortable there.
Yeah, how many times we're going to turn the place over.
Isn't this something you can also do once you retreat to your island? You can do something very nice in the island.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah,
it's a
no question.
perfect atmosphere for
Oh,
it.
you know, well, you know, we hope to have like a small little place. I'm never going to stop cooking.
No, you're not going to stop doing it.
Maybe
because
I'll have
it's
like
part
a
of your
little
fabric.
barbecue grill by the side of the road or something, you know.
Yeah.
Carolyn, do you cook also?
I cook. I fool around in the kitchen, but nothing like Calvin can create. I'm a baker.
Oh, okay.
Baker, and I'm hoping that's what I can contribute to JC's.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you will, trust me, because I hate baking.
I like baking.
He likes to be in the action.
Yeah.
I know
well,
exactly.
you know, yeah, I like, you know, like I like to be, like, we just did a wedding for 130 people, and I did it by myself. So the closer to the fire I am, the sharper I am. When it's
He just
not
loves
there.
being at the helm.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
you're something
Well,
else, man.
I mean,
Welcome to challenge.
No, he's like the
Yeah.
captain that gets rid of the troops. I'll just stay on the beach. I'm taking this by myself.
Yeah.
You can't man the gun like me. Sorry.
I got this.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
same thing. Like I learned speed from a couple of different restaurants where, as a saute guy, I would do 200-300 covers by myself. But then I learned numbers when I went to Gurney's, because sometimes we'd host the MTV parties. You know, in most cases, I'm feeding 2,000 people. I
Now you need some help.
There's first of
A
all,
little
there's 350 staff meals times 3 a day. So I'm almost doing 1,000 staff meals by itself. Never mind the 3 restaurants, never mind the party on the beach, the different functions. So it really helped me kind of work that out. And it works out fine because I've done some work with Discovery Channel where we shot, it was called First Nations up in upstate New York, the Iroquois Indians. And they were doing the Nations All. I've done weddings in the middle of the woods in Hartford. The people have never met me. I'm like, thank God you trusted me. You know? So I can kind of, you know, have pan will travel. You know, I'm a gunslinger. You know.
Well, we're going to take a break right now. When we come back, I want to hear more about your essential oils that you create.
Okay, sure.
All right? Stay
sure.
tuned. We'll be right back.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no! It's like idol. Power.
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce Dryer Bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Oh, Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power. It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power!
Try this routine to feel fresh and clean. Pair Charmin Fresh Mates with your Charmin.
Oh, Spice body spray is too powerful to stay in its own commercial. That's right. Power! Old Spice body spray can change a regular smelling man into a man who smells like power!
Now, how is this? Wow, you know what? I actually do feel more powerful.
Potato chips! Power! It's me.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with a computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this. You'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue Tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
That's because it's happy.
I'm happy too. I just had that food. Welcome back. My name is Chela.
And I am the very shy body mechanic NYC.
That food was so. I inhaled it, body mechanic.
No, you didn't even chew, Chela.
I-
In fact,
It was
I see
soft.
freaking lick marks on the plate. That's your tongue. That's the crease of your tongue right there.
That food was good, Calvin.
Good.
Really,
Well,
really
that's
good.
what it's about. It's an experience. You enjoy it. You know, it's like working out and anything else. You know, it's a process. You know, but you know that's what I shoot for. I shoot for a clean plate. You know.
See, he's like the Picasso of food. And that's the same thing when I do body work and massages, I look at the body the same way.
Yeah.
When you do stuff that way, that's where your mind is open and all these things come out of it.
Yeah.
It's just incredible.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a totality. You retract to that real fantasy land that you really live in. You know, because a lot of us think we live in the here and now. No,
But
we
it's
live
not
in
a
this
fantasy, it's
land.
real, bro.
Yeah, no,
Action,
I'm saying,
right.
in the sense, fantasy, it's a dream world that most people can't see.
That's
right.
But it's a real world. You follow what I'm saying?
Real, right.
You know, everybody looks at the here and now. That's not where really I'm living. It's almost like a different mindset.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in this aura that people can't really see. It's like I always said that I'd really love to be able to know the soul of a person. We see the face, we see the attitude, the latitude, but we never get to see the real soul, the real earnest soul. And I do that in cooking. When I tell you that sometimes what I bring out is the essence in food, I'm bringing the soul out. But unfortunately, I can't do that with human beings. But I'd love to be able to, at some point in my life, be able to really see the soul of a person. Look beyond the clothes, the makeup, the color of the skin, the religion, the whole night. Just see the real essence, because that is a great place for me to be. No, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, that's a great place.
You're an artist, and your soul is your food. And just like when people do work, they're putting out and letting you know what's happening inside the internal environment. So it doesn't make a difference about the craft.
Right.
It's what the end product
No,
is.
yeah, no question.
So-
Yeah, it's a response, you know. And I've learned that through painting. I still paint oils. I still write poetry. My stuff is online. It's in.
Did you say something about oils with him?
Yeah.
Is that food oil or is it?
No. Essential oils. I got involved with doing essential oils as a fundraiser in 1993. And I've been working with a company out of Brooklyn. So I guess we're covering about 1,700 oils now. So Carolyn's going to run that because I had to take a back seat. But
You're the oil lady?
She's going to be the oil lady. Yep. Soaps, you know, natural products for the skin, things like that. Yeah.
Good.
So
What's the name of the company?
Well, it was called Palesa, which means beloved flower. So we're thinking about either we're going to rename it or we'll name it Salam. You know, we might rename
Palessa,
it.
I like that.
Palessa means beloved flower in Swahili. Yeah. So we might go back to that. It was.
What was the scent that you're wearing now? Because when you came in,
I'm wearing Somali rose.
man, that smells good.
But probably some of my favorites are like Tunisian sandalwood. There's so many scents. I like a soft scent where you can kind of almost go through a crowd and people are like, what was that? You know?
Well,
Not
because it's
overpowering.
different also than all the other manufactured fragrances.
Right. These are all natural. There's no alcohol involved, which is, if you know anything about skin condition, you wouldn't want to put anything that's infused with alcohol because it just dries the skin out.
It dries the skin right out.
Right.
But
So
they
we
use
deal
it
with,
as a carrier. Just
right.
because
So we deal with natural hennas, things like that, natural black soap, African soaps, a lot of different natural proteins, no animal fats and so forth involved.
Because they go rancid.
Yeah. So we're going to bring a whole new product line back on.
Nice. And when are you going to have it on board?
That we'll have to create our own web page or Facebook for that.
This is your business?
Yes. Yeah, I've had it since '93. Yeah. I just stopped about 2 years ago because I used to be I was a wholesaler for a lot of different individuals. I just had no time when I got involved with the restaurant. The restaurant can be overwhelming, but I saw the opportunity with Carolyn to be able to school her and have her take this over because she has a natural interest in it anyway. And we have great outlets. We have some great outlets with this.
So how can we get some oil?
Well,
is it in the shop in front of you at your facility, or?
No, it's actually going to be in Bellport Village at Giovanni's place. What's that called? Calador?
Celadon.
Celadon in Bellport Village on South Country Road. I'm sure the address is 143 South Country Road. And he's a great dude, by the way. He does interior design. It's fantastic. The items he carries are very eclectic. Unbelievable store. It's a store you just wander around. I mean, and you know, one of the things I realized that it doesn't make a difference as far as the product that you carry. It's, I guess, the determination and also how you feel about what you do. And he's like me. He's the same way with his products I am with the food. You know, I'm very caring. I'm very loving. You know, I remember having a sign in one of the restaurants I worked at, respect the food at all times, you know. And I talk to my food. When I'm cooking, she'll tell you, come on.
But it's also communication with yourself.
Yeah,
it's very important. I mean, your intention, how you move, the frequency of your body, affects everything. We're all connected that way.
Yeah. Well, you know, what we do now, I guess the reason the oils have come back into the scenario is because the cooking style has changed. I'm more focused on about what it is that you put in and on your body. And I saw that how the oils came into play with that. I mean, years ago when I worked at Sport Time of the Hamptons, I did programs for trainings for a lot of the pros. You know, depending, my dad was a bodybuilder, so depending on what you're working is what I fed you. You know, if you needed more protein, I increased the protein. So we got involved with that. I actually make my own protein bar from scratch. I just have not had the. If I make a protein bar tomorrow, I can make 300 bars and they're gone. So I have not even entertained that.
What's in it?
All natural. Depends. Semi-sweet chocolate. I make my own peanut butter, honey, granola. I mean, there's a variety of things, but everything is all natural. Nothing in a can, nothing in a bag. You know?
That's your kind of guy, Body Buchanan.
And let me tell you the good part about that. 84 calories, 19 grams protein, one bar. And you can go through whatever they have. It's called chips bar, whatever bars they have out there.
Believe it or not, it's like I have a whole bunch of things in my mind because you said so much.
Yeah.
But on the oil note, and we'll come back to the protein.
Yeah.
On the oil note, see, it's transdermal, and it can, and the body needs oil for fat-soluble vitamins. Otherwise, there's deficiencies. So oil is beyond powerful. Like even a lot of the plants. In the leaves are oil.
Yeah.
Like celery oil. People realize that in the 1500s it was used as actual medicine.
Well, it's an
everything. Antispasmodic, everything. Antiviral, antibacterial, microbial. It does so much.
Well, you know, the killer with that is that simple frankincense. You know, you have a wound, you put frankincense overnight. You know,
antibacterial,
I did
antiviral.
I did a whole thing called "Hey Waiter, there's gold in my soup." Talk about how gold plays an important part in the body, in the mineral aspect.
People don't know about that.
Yeah.
Not what you wear.
Yeah.
No, it's what you ingest.
That's what you ingest.
It's used in so many things.
That's right. You could take gold and put it in water, soak it in water,
I used
and
to do
drink it.
right. I used to do gold leafed cakes and things like that. Silver,
Yeah.
and you know, completely ingestible. You know,
Yeah.
Real gold.
Real gold.
Real gold.
Yeah, 14
Not
carats
Planters gold.
Nope.
That's right.
No platinums.
No, copper. There's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
All these things that the body's use.
Yeah. Well, if we go back historically and we look at some of the medicines and prior to the bottle of aspirin and look at some of the cures, there's a lot of validity in a lot of them. And I think what has happened is that we have gone away so far as being in touch with that we've lost also touch with ourselves. So it's important that we almost take a step back. You know, I always tell people sometimes in what I do, sometimes you have to go to the lousy seats all the way in the top. Just look back at the field to make sure you're running in the right direction. Because when you're on the field, you're just running, and you don't know whether you're running. So it's the same sense in a sense with your health. Sometimes you have to take a step back and make sure, am I running in the right direction? You know, or things program them in the right way they need to be. And sometimes 9 out of 10 times you'll find out, you know what, I'm running in the wrong direction.
I don't think that we've gotten away from it. I think the people that are supposedly in control want to control it, and what they've stopped is all these natural things, so that they can make profit.
Yeah.
You can't
exactly,
own public domain.
Right.
See?
Well, there's more things are trending in working with things that are ailing us. Number one, how's it? It's like years ago, out of nowhere, everybody all of a sudden had heartburn. You know, and I'm like, I've never had heartburn in my life. I've eaten all kinds of stuff. I had to stop eating marinara and things like that. And I realized
what they put in it.
It's exactly.
And did you know that chlorine? Chlorine does it.
Yeah.
Chlorine kills your gut bacteria.
Yeah, no question.
Destroys it.
Everything's enhanced. You know, flavors enhanced with MSG, this, that, everything's
That's enhanced, all right.
Yeah, everything's enhanced. You know, I saw something the other day. I mean, not to knock a particular burger place, but they dropped it in absorbic acid, and I watched this thing cure over a 2-day period. Let me tell you something. It looked just short of asphalt.
Because that's what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, look, it's like margarine. Margarine's a couple of molecules away from plastic. You know,
and that's exactly what. That's why it comes out of the skin, and that's why it causes little plastic.
You look at what spoils and what doesn't spoil. That's a quick way to do it. If it spoils, it's better for you. If it doesn't spoil, throw it in the garbage.
Hey, all you need is a fly trap. You have a box full of flies. You put it in there. You'll know if it's real or not.
Yeah, no
because they won't touch it.
No,
they won't touch it if it's fake.
Well, you know, the beauty about nature is that when we work within the compass of nature, things go better for us. Whether it's mental health or physical health. When you work with nature, everything works perfectly. When you work alter nature, the odds are against you. You're going down, as they say.
You are going, because nature's going to change. It's going to throw you a curveball.
No question.
And we are the sponges and the guinea pigs of not following our hearts.
Well, the first thing I learned, the first poem I ever wrote was a poem called Veritas. Veritas is Latin word for verify. In Spanish, verdad. In English, verified. And it's Veritas, Veritas, how triumph thy sound. Alas, thy message so profound. The truth we cry, verily till we put to death the lie. So the concept is that most of us don't verify anything. We just go along with the program.
How we talk about that? I'm telling you, I always make the analogy about the monkeys walking up to the edge.
I don't want to say that somebody's giving me an untruth, but I'm not going to buy into what you just said. You know, one of the blessings I've had is being able to read at the age of 5. So I could read. You know? So I can accomplish the knowledge that I need to have. So I don't say, all right, you're telling me an untruth, but I said, let me verify what the fact.
Question it.
Because maybe
That's
you
how
don't
you
have
learn.
all the information.
That's
you know,
right.
They say what the definition of aware is knowing what is as opposed to what is not. So I want to be aware, okay, and I want to be aware not only in the food that I'm eating, the food that I'm serving you, or just general information in period. Just to assume things doesn't work with me. You know, and it's not that I'm double checking you, but I am double checking you. Because maybe you don't have, because you know, we know for a fact that we would probably make a different decision based on the information we have. Like we make the best decisions based on the information we have.
Based on what's given us, but
right.
you have
and
to
then later on we say, wow, that was a dumb move.
Right.
You know?
Because
we got the more information.
You didn't go in depth.
Yeah.
And I always talk about this. You know, the owners of crafts are multi-gazillionaires, right? Yeah. Do you know that they don't eat any of their crafts products?
Why not?
None. You know what they said their allegiance is to? The shareholder.
Yeah.
They sell garbage.
Yeah. Well, it's profitable. I mean, you look at the $80 billion a year in just medicine in the pharmaceutical industry. There's a place that's over by us on Route 101 in Patrick that's unbelievable. I mean, everybody else is talking about there's no money. They're building this facility that's out of control.
Didn't I talk about that?
Yeah.
It's coming up in every town.
Yeah.
In fact, I work at a place where they do $2.5 billion annually in pharmaceutical sales. You know what it is? It's an atrocity.
No question.
It's an atrocity to mankind.
No question.
It really is.
Yeah. Plus, as we know, half the things that you're taking something for, the adverse effects are worse than the cure.
Well, they
you have to balance that out.
They're developing drugs right now in the pipeline for the side effects of those drugs.
And the key to it, as we go back into natural herbal, this is one of the keys about the front of the store that we have. If you realize that 90% of most medicines come from the Amazon basin, and they come from plants, okay? And we know that there are cures within those plants. We talked about the guinea hen that we grow in Jamaica. There's a lot of different herbs in Jamaica that we will process. The green bananas, the yams, the iron content is so strong in there that they turn the water black.
That's
most folks.
That's why I do the bitters.
Yeah, most folks would take, if I did green bananas, the yam, back home, they would say, listen, let me have the pot water. And they want to drink. The pot water has just as much value as the yam or green banana itself. So these are things that we have missed. These are things that have been taught by whether it's the Arawak Indians, the Taino Indians, the Africans.
Who lived for hundreds of years.
The Hopi, I mean, let's face it. Disease didn't come to them till we brought it.
Yo, listen, they lived hundreds of years, and now we can't even get out of 300 years.
Yeah.
We're going to be all dead eating the things that
Well,
we
I
put
look
into food.
at, I always tell folks that I'm growing up in a third world country, like Jamaica was back in the days.
No, this is a third world country right here.
That you don't pick it all up. But when I go back now as an adult, with 58 years on this planet, and I see guys who are 65, 70s, whose bodies are taut, who look like 30-year-olds. And and they just eat simple food. They eat food that their body is adapted to process, and that's the key. You don't need meat every day. You don't need meat every week.
To.
No. There's other ways to get protein. Look, for me, old school,
you don't deal with too much protein in this country.
Look,
people eat way too much protein.
People will tell you, and she will tell you, when I'm in the restaurant, I might have one meal, and you know what? That one meal could be about this big, because I'm cooking all day. I don't have an appetite. But I've learned that if I'm not hungry, why eat? Why should I eat on a schedule? It's like I have cravings. If I have a craving for ice cream, I'll go ahead and knock out a half gallon. But guess what? I won't have ice cream again for 6, 7, 8, 9 months. So I've learned also to answer my craving because it's a way of my body saying, dude, you need this.
Your body lets you know. And you know what's so funny?
This.
I always talk
when
about
you have
digestion.
those cravings, that's what it's about.
Your craving is because when you eat food, your body develops a mapping. It knows what you ate and knows what's in that food based on how it breaks it down in your stomach. So the craving is natural. Your body going, I need this, I need that. You eat that, all of a sudden you feel satisfied, just like an addict.
Yeah, I've told Carolyn sometimes that we went out, we bought like 3.5 gallons of ice cream. 4 months ago, something like that. We're still working on it, but it's like when I do that, my body's saying, dude, calcium.
Either that or it could be fat.
Yeah, I might go to the point where I'm doing a gallon of milk in an instant with some chocolate syrup, and then I won't do it again for 7, 8 months, But I realize that it's my body being smarter than my head. My body is telling me exactly what it needs.
It's a combination. It's your brain and your body.
Yes,
Right, I agree
Well,
with you.
the thing is, it's being able to tune into that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's incredible. And I only eat one meal a day. I'm 224 pounds, and I do the same things I did when I was 16 and 17 years of age.
Yeah.
And I eat superfoods like in this cup here.
Yeah.
There's chaga mushrooms. I do cordyceps, ling chi. I do phytoplanktons. I do bee pollen. I do stuff like that. So all those minerals are absorbable by the body. And literally, you only need to do it once a day. It's incredible.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely because I can remember I was telling somebody that in my parents and my grandparents' house in the islands, they're all doctors, and I can remember reaching over biopsy test tubes that they would have there and grabbing the honey from in the honeycomb and eating the honey and the honeycomb. I mean, in the morning, the fish guy would come to the gate, scale the fish, gut it right there. Same thing with the it's like the old school Brooklyn. The milk comes in a bottle, you have to boil it. So this is how we ate.
We did it for hundreds of years.
Yeah, and I only knew. I mean, there was 3 cans of food that were in the house. One was like a corned beef, came in a can. We call it bully beef. There was sweet condensed milk, and there was Ovaltine. That was it. Everything else was there. They were into grafting. We had probably about 200 different fruits. I mean, whether it's a lime, a lemon, a mango, a banana, some fruits like soursop or guanaba, things like that. They're out on the tree. You just pick what you want. This is why I have a problem even here with having an orange, because I'm used to going, I know what an orange
Dude,
tastes
it's
like
not
off
the
a tree.
same. It's not the
I
same
know what
thing.
an orange tastes
I
like.
can't eat
you know?
that stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff makes me ill when I eat it.
Yeah.
You can't eat it.
Yeah.
You really can't eat it.
Yeah.
Bananas. I was in St. Kitts about 2 months ago,
Yeah.
3 months ago. I had the bananas there. They were half as sweet.
Yeah.
And I ate one. I felt good all day long.
Yeah, yeah.
The crap we get here gets pulled at least
Yeah.
3 weeks before
Yeah.
it's ripe.
Yeah.
And most of the minerals that go into the fruit happens in the last 2 weeks.
No question. No question. No question.
The last
they,
2
they
weeks.
did grafting, like even on some of the mango trees. I think we had like
Yeah.
40 different mango trees, where one tree would grow 2 or 3 different types of mangoes.
Yep.
But there's a value of it. You know,
And
it's
the-
like even chicken. I don't eat chicken now.
Oh my God.
You know, my grandfather had a chicken farm, so I know what it's like to have that chicken running around day. Then next minute, later on the evening, salt and pepper.
You can't, but you can't even, that chicken, you can't pull apart.
No.
It's so strong.
Yeah.
The chickens they have now, you can just pull the leg right off.
Yeah. I bought a chicken the other day. The chicken had to be like this big. I'm like, what kind of
You
chicken
thought it was
is
a
that?
turkey, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm like, what kind of chicken is that?
And guess what they feed it?
Yeah.
Corn.
Oh, yeah.
Genetically modified corn.
Yeah. Well, and this is the key, because I can remember going down to
You're
the
making me
market.
have hot flashes, bro.
Yeah, I can remember going down to the market with my grandfather and getting a box of chickens, chicks, and then raise them on cracked corn, natural stuff. And plus, we know chickens eat whatever insects are flying around the yard, That's what they do. But
Those insects are healthier than that corn.
it's a different game here,
Different game, man.
Different
And like
game.
even the guy who owns it, he owns it all. Tyson?
Yeah.
You should see some of those, we can't even get it. It's pretty horrible.
Yeah.
I stopped eating chicken almost a year and a half ago,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I can't even tell you how my health has changed.
Yeah, yeah.
And
well, when you stop eating food, like there's a couple of places on the North Fork where whether it's goat, chickens, turkey, you get fresh slaughtered. Probably the best thing for you to do is either eat halal or kosher. I try to eat halal only because it's a matter of one of the things that I know about slaughtering animals, that in the blood it belong toxins. Sometimes when you buy a chicken or you buy a piece of meat and you happen to see that little dark spot in there, that's a toxin that has to come out of the body, because part of hitting the head beef is that when an animal, and we all know the animal do know when they go into
you
slaughter,
mean,
something's
you're talking
happening.
about stress and adrenaline.
Well, adrenaline.
Yeah, that's what
Because
happens in the food.
Adrenaline, if it's not used, it becomes a toxin.
That's a fact. If
So
it's not
if you
burnt
have
off.
if you have an animal that's been in a line processing, with the animal in front of it dropping on this, on
They
its
know
back,
where they're going.
They know exactly where they're going. So there's a lot of adrenaline being processed, and if that adrenaline is not released out of the body by way of bloodletting,
in the meat.
it stays in the meat. And then here we come with that, so it's a toxin. Now, it might not always get you sick, but it doesn't make you healthy.
Well, here's the other thing. They also, what they do is they inject the animals with a sedative, which is
Yes.
also neurotoxic,
Right,
so they don't
right,
move around.
right,
So either way, they get you going.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
meat is not bad.
No.
The problem is the processes that
It's the
man
processing,
is
yeah,
right.
yeah,
And when you do it on a massive scale, people think they have to eat meat every day.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
if you eat it every day, you're just going to load your body with these toxins. Your body's not used to it. It can't get rid of it.
And
most
it can't
of us,
process. Then we have
right.
to do things like I said, having warm water with lemon in the morning as opposed to coffee, because if you don't get yourself jump-started and process these toxins, they sit around. And this is why a lot of us are more susceptible to this disease, this illness, that virus, so forth and so on.
That's right.
And, we tend to see people in other countries who eat closer to the earth. And that's the key, eating closer to the earth. When you eat closer to the earth, you tend to be a lot more healthy. And it has nothing to do with weight issues, this issues. It has
They don't
nothing
have
to do with
any
that.
of those
They
problems.
don't have any of that, They don't have any of that, They're just a lot more, in their structure in themselves, they're a lot more healthier than we are here.
Don't I talk about this when I travel? Every time I travel, I go away. As soon as I cross the border, my health gets better. There's so much.
Yeah.
Like everything in this land of convenience, I'm telling you, man, and I hate to say this, it's like we are completely going in reverse at 400 miles an hour.
Yeah. Head on. That's why I said, that article I wrote for GQ, what's old is new again. Go back to the old ways. The people are a lot more healthier back then.
no one wants
so
to hear
all
that,
you have
bro.
to, because you know what, AKA, it's called the myth of the machine, Industrial Revolution was supposed to free us up, but it has just trapped us. Convenience is the process.
So do you guys have time to stick around some more?
Yeah, well,
Yeah?
the only thing I'm going to do after this, go to the beach. Look, you see, I got my
All right,
chocolatas on.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, I want to get into your relationship.
Okay.
All right? Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and we're in Concord, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
My first shark, actually, a couple weeks ago.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chela.
And I am the very shy body mechanic NYC, having an avocado.
So body mechanic.
Oh, it got on my nose. What?
That's all right. I can rub it in because it's real food. Yeah, it's
It
oil.
won't break me out.
Let's ask our guest that question that you always ask.
You're so
couples.
fresh.
Well, do you remember the day of the week that you met her?
Yeah.
The
Well,
first time or the second time?
no, the second time, because we've been friends for 40-something years. We actually went to school
And y'all never
together.
hooked up before then?
No, no. We were in the same group. Yeah, we were in the same group. I told her I should have slayed her a long time ago.
Wow.
You know how I am. But
Hold on, let me have some more
No,
avocado.
no, I don't know how you are.
yeah.
Well, now
but
you have a little bit
No,
of
you know how you are. People
Yeah.
always say that. You really say, I know how I am.
I know how I am.
Exactly.
But it was June 21st. Yeah, yeah. We met again. She came up to the restaurant. Actually popped in out of nowhere.
Oh, this recently, this year?
Yeah. And we've known each other since what? We were what? I was
Wow.
14,
High school.
15. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
Are
complete
we all around the
circle.
same age?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm 58.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't ask how she is. We'll let that one slide. But
It don't make a difference.
no, it don't. But no, we hung out in the same kind of group and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny because I have somebody to talk about. Like, you know, do you remember when we used to go to South Haven Park on Sundays to play softball and so forth? So here's that person that I have to talk. So there's a lot that we share. Our lifestyles are similar. The way we live is similar. Things we like, it's like, it's uncanny. It's a point,
You look like family, actually.
Right, really.
and we have a great time. Like yesterday, you know, quote unquote, I said, you ready for an adventure? Labor Day weekend, we went to a birthday party. From the birthday party, went to my nephew does karaoke right on the corner here. We get in the car at 10:30. I said, let's go. We're in just what we were wearing.
What, Popeyes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in whatever we had on. We jumped in the car. We went Virginia Beach. And, you know, bought.
Oh, no,
bought,
Chela could never do that.
Yeah, we bought stuff at
She's got to
Walmart.
get one package of bling. She's
What
got to have
talking
special.
about?
She has a special
You are
flip flops.
Get out of here.
She's got to make sure that the hair is
I
right.
am so
I'm sorry.
spontaneous. Get out of here, Buddy
What?
McKenna. Who are you
I'm
talking
not
about?
I'm sorry, I must have the wrong Chela.
You
Go ahead.
must have the wrong Chela.
No, even like yesterday.
very
Yesterday, I said to.
I know you are.
Yeah, we said
I am.
Yes, you are.
You're not.
he's,
I'm ready to rock and roll.
There you go.
Ready to drop it like it's hot.
There you go. Well, I mean, you have to look. You know, as we progress in age, we realize the opportunities are less. It's funny because you.
But they're
realize-
not.
No, the opportunities are there, but you
get
just
more less time.
Well, you just realize that the end is kind of almost in sight. You just don't know. You never know when the end is, but you know that it's out there somewhere closer than it was when you were
just
12.
become conscious of it.
Well, you know, but I guess so. Yesterday we had a great day. Yesterday we after we left, I forgot what we doing. We just plot. We're doing domestic duties. We did domestic, but jumped in the car, went into the Bronx. Not Bronx, I'm sorry. Went into Manhattan, up in Harlem, and I wanted to see these row houses from 1700s. In between, you can't find it because it's actually by the mansion of this first black female millionaire, and she got the most information about how it was taken over the Confederates.
Was she the one in hair products? Was it that lady? No.
I'm not sure. I can't think of her name. But it's between St. Nicholas and Edgecombe. But there's a block in between that you can't find anywhere else. You have to actually go to the end of St. Nicholas, make the right, then you see this block in the middle of nowhere. And you go down, and I've got it on I'll have to shoot you a copy.
You videoed it?
Unbelievable. So we leave there, and then we went to down by the Hudson, you know, taking pictures, sunsets, that's our thing, the Intrepid. And we end up in Chinatown, Little Italy.
Chinatown?
Yeah.
They got Chinatown in Manhattan?
Yeah, I love it. My best place is Hop on Mott Street. You know,
Really?
I used to leave the restaurant out here. I used to leave Chowder House at 11
You said
o'clock
Mott
night.
Street?
On Mott Street.
You ever been there?
Yeah, off Canal.
Yes, Buddy McKenna. We were just there last week.
Oh, we went
there you
down
go. Did you go to War Hop?
I don't know where we went.
I've been going there for 20 years. I'm
Yeah.
totally kidding.
Well, I used to live in Chelsea.
I was a tourist.
Yeah. No,
I was practicing.
yeah. I used to live in Chelsea, you know, West 15. So.
Really, did you?
Yeah.
You lived in Chelsea?
Yeah,
You just happened to live through Chelsea?
No, live through and live
Right
in
now,
Chelsea.
you
know.
be sitting on the
I
chair
mean,
with Hudge, you live in Chelsea.
I'm
like
back
that.
in the days
All
from
right,
all the old school clubs, you know,
Right.
CBGBs
Before
and so
it got
forth.
twisted.
Yeah,
Right,
before
right.
it got
Okay, just
twisted.
checking. All right,
When
cool.
the
That's all
Palladium
right.
was there and all that. You know.
Palladium.
Going to clubs like Bonnie Google, you know, up in Bronx and Grand Concourse. What's it? Grand Concourse was Chocolate. Those are some of the bands. Eddie Palmieri, things like that.
So you do salsa and all that stuff?
No.
Yeah. No, she called me on my. But you know something? But wait a minute.
He on
Okay,
salsa. Why
hold on.
blow him up?
I'm not blowing you up.
No, let's roll that back. Okay?
Roll it back.
Let me roll it back. My salsa is good, better than what it was, but when I'm in the restaurant, I'm not thinking about dancing, okay? And she's trying to get me to, because my head is on who's burning something in the back.
He's on top of everything.
I'm looking at, is there a napkin on the table? there's a whole bunch of distraction.
So your spouse is kind of broken.
side,
Like,
but I got a good
napkins and
bachata. I can do a good cumbia. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Do a good polka. Okay. Foxtrot.
Look at that. Like, yo, man, you're something else, man.
So when I'm in you catch me outside the restaurant, like we were at a wedding the other day that we did. I'm great. I'm good on the floor.
Carolyn, do you dance?
I can dance, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course you can.
I don't do salsa or anything like that, but I have a good teacher.
Yeah. See? What can
Can
Brown
learn.
do for you?
I have a habit of leading. That's the problem.
You have what?
The habit to lead.
Oh, you like to lead?
Yeah. Well, you
Yeah,
have to
that's
step on her
your
toes a couple of
heritage.
times. She gets that down organized. So, look, I will step on those toes.
You have.
Yes, I have.
It is hard. It is hard. I'm taking tango lessons now, and like I've always been a follower, right? And now you have to lead.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm out of my body.
Yeah.
It's like a whole nother experience.
So we want to ask you some questions.
Yeah.
What's your favorite furry animal?
Why you
Me?
look over her?
Both of you.
Well, I mean, I've had, my mom was the type that you could bring any animal home and it was cool. You didn't
So
have
what's
to
your
ask them.
favorite?
I have a whole bunch of favorites.
Just pick one.
Dog.
Okay,
Dog.
dog. How about you? What's your favorite furry animal?
I would have to say cats.
Okay. So tell me about 3 things about the dog.
Why you like it?
It was Tiger was an African bull mastiff, brindle, 225 pounds, 6'5" in length, or like a gentle giant.
6'5".
So gentle giant is one of your adjectives.
Yeah. The dogs that I've had are dogs that I've taken either from being misused or abused rather, to dogs from the shelters. Like my last 2 dogs, one that just passed on the other day, Kucha Maluka. It was a little Dotson / whatever she was mixed with, from South Hold Shelter, And I remember I said, I want a small dog, they gave me this dog, and the first thing I said was like, ooh, this is an ugly dog. But it was the best dog I've ever had. I've had another one, which was a play on words called Sun Ra. Sun, Ra is the god of sun. Siberian Husky with blue eyes. Beautiful dog. Roll with me all the time, So animals have always been part of my system.
All right, so give us 3 adjectives about, we heard gentle, the mastiff.
Gentle, protective.
Protective.
And company, best friend. Yeah.
Best friend.
Yeah, my dog Kucha would, if I laid on this couch, she's behind me with a blanket, and I could put my whole body weight on her, and she didn't care. As long as we were together, we were cool.
Cool beans.
And I actually gave her to my mom, because my mom's dog had passed on, and my mom is up in age, so she had nothing there for her, and so this was her buddy. So actually the way it worked out was I was moving. I didn't know if I could take my dog or not. So I said, Mom, can you take my dog? And there was something about take my dog that said to me also, you're never going to see this dog again, And so, but it was great because they were friends with each other. They kept each other company. I know how my mother does,
So 3 things about the cat.
Oh.
Independent.
Independent.
Warm. I would have to say my current cat. She's loving. Maybe not.
Loving.
Yeah.
Maybe not to you, but to me she is.
First of all, her name is Skittles, okay? In other words, like that. She's just out of here, okay?
Yeah, she is. She's very
But she's
Spanish.
warming up, Now, she'll let me, when I first month that we lived together, the cat would have nothing to do with me. It hid underneath the bed, behind the armoire, had nothing, like, here's this brown dude in here, I am not trusting him.
They make a cute couple, right?
Well, she was feral, so she only really knew me, so... but she's coming around.
Yeah, now she wants to hang out.
She was laying on the couch with him the other day.
Yeah. I had to actually take a
You
picture.
2 are really, really incredible.
Really?
This is really y'all gonna look back on the show. You're gonna see things that you never saw before.
Yes.
Because us watching you is really interesting. So tell them what
those adjectives that you described are how people view you.
Right.
I would say so.
Yeah.
All right.
Myself.
So
it's funny because we're so comfortable with each other that it's like it's scary sometimes. In the sense that I know what irks her, she knows what irks me, and I avoid what irks her, and she avoids what. So it's like there's no wordplay involved. We just groove. We spend. It's funny. We had that relationship where we have that time apart, but we love that time together. And I think in developing, We hang out. We do the beach. Look, you see how brown I am? We're on the beach brown. I'm a brown man already. We're in the collecting seashells. We did sea glass the other day, and I'm cool with that. You know, it's therapy. You know?
Right.
So she's therapeutic for me. I'm therapeutic for her.
That's awesome.
You know?
In the beginning, people were like, "You got to be kidding me." You know, this happened so quick.
Yeah.
You know, and
Well,
it's
you've
like,
two known each other. You're like
Yeah,
you're like
but-
two socks that are hanging out in the drawer.
there was that 40-year span where we had not.
But it doesn't mean anything because once you make a connection, it's always there.
Yeah, and that's something too. But you know, it's strange because I knew that I loved her the minute we connected because our vibe was right there. I felt real comfortable with that. I'm not one to throw that out there, but we just knew we loved each other. And so that's
you
kind
knew
of where
you knew you loved her.
I knew I loved her, and then she confirmed that she loves me. So it was easy. After that, it was a game of cards.
So wait a minute. This is after the 40 years.
Yeah, this is just this past June.
Yeah.
So, and when y'all met each other, how old were you? You were in your 20s when you first met her?
I was in high school, like 9th, 10th grade.
You didn't know
High
that?
school.
You didn't look at her and go, hey, that's it.
No,
I'm ready,
no,
I'm set?
no, because I was rocking. I was like kind of doing my
Oh, you was
thing.
everywhere.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. I was
So
a
you
hot
looking
mess.
like this.
I was a hot mess, you know.
Oh,
But it's
yeah.
funny because I worked in a restaurant that's across the street from my house for a year, and we never ran into each other. And she would actually eat in the restaurant, and we never saw each other.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's just life is all about timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
it really
exactly right.
is. It's just
That's
that
what we
if you live
say.
long enough, you get to experience a lot of good things that's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And our relationship works. I mean, I have some, you know, my lifestyle's crazy with the restaurant. She understands that, so there's no. She puts no pressure on me. You know, my friends. First of all, my friends love her. Number one, and I have an eclectic view of friends. You
I
know,
bet
you
they
met
do.
my partners. They love her to death.
Yeah,
you know?
they're great
Yeah,
people.
they love
They're
her
my
to
family.
death. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So it's great that everything, all the pieces are fitting. You know, and you know we're at the point now where we're hoping to get JC's rocking and rolling, and 2 years just disappear. We're going back down to the island somewhere. You know, just where we can just fish and drink rum. Well, she's a rum drinker, by the way, so am I. So that was a big thing because I'm the chairman of the rum club.
Because you like that sugar. I know that
Yeah,
you.
well, you know, that's what we do. You know?
That's right. But remember, your pancreas doesn't. So check this out. Ask them this.
Well, my sippy cups are sitting in the car.
You're not gonna hang out. So tell them.
So wait a minute. Do you believe in marriage?
Yeah.
Do you?
Your lean doesn't say that.
Yeah, I
Eileen?
do.
It's messing with you.
Well, I mean, no, see,
Your lean says something completely different.
no, because I'm
You got that Chelsea lean. No, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
man. I'm
Well,
having
no,
fun.
I'm cool in the gang with her. I mean, we've known. I mean, it's like this is my girl.
Yeah, I feel like we're sitting in the living room chatting.
Yeah, well, that's what
Over these some palm trees is a wind blowing.
Yeah, you know. No, we're confident in our relationship. It's not a shaky ground, and we both have made those personal commitments that you make. Like one of the things we talk about is that we're beyond that piece of paper game. I know she's my girl. She knows I'm her guy. So I don't need somebody else to co-sign on that. I've already co-signed that with my heart and in my head. So whatever you put on paper just doesn't make any sense to me. And I've been there twice. So it's not like I don't know what that's about. But in making, and I'm not one to make a commitment lightly. If I'm not feeling you, if I'm not really in love with you, I leave that alone because I don't need the complications of that. But it's so, our relationship is so easy. Let's say, all right, let's make this happen. You know? We're looking at rings and things like that, so I guess I'm going to have to cater my own wedding. You'll be involved as well.
But it's not imperative. It's not that important that we do
No.
get married.
Have you been married before, Karen?
No, never.
No.
Do you miss not getting married if you don't? Will you miss not getting
It's
married?
obvious that's not important to her. I don't think
Well,
it
at
really
this
is.
point, I have what I've been waiting for, so I don't have to be married. You know, if we're just together for whatever years we have, then that's fine with me. I don't have to be married. I don't have to be Mrs. Kerr. I mean, it would be nice, but...
Ask you something.
It would be nice.
How often do you get massages?
The last time I got one was at Gurney's, and I walked from the massage straight through the kitchen, got in my car, went home. Because I was like too relaxed.
How long ago was that?
I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago.
All right.
6 years.
How about you? When's the last time you had a massage? Wow, that's a
long
long time.
time ago.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, long.
We should do a touch sensorium at your spot.
Are you serious about what you're saying right now to me? That you have not had a massage in 5 years?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're in dire need of one, and so are you.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Well, my game is
Oh,
stressful.
yeah, I would love to have one every day.
There's sometimes I'll come home and I know when I'm under stress because I'm cracking the necks and things like that, and I can feel my body tighten up, you know. But, you know, that's the gun. That's why, you know, we look forward to being able to get JC's where it has to be. I want my oldest daughter, Valerie, to take it over and send me a check someplace so that we can sit where we're at with a, we're going to build a lean-to on the beach, bottle of rum, and a fishing line. And that's all the requirements. Yeah. I mean, we just came back from Rhode Island.
Oh, yeah.
We camped down in Rhode Island for a whole weekend, you know, in the tent. You know, the whole night, but of course, you know, the tent comes with a queen size bed, air mattress, and a comforter.
It was still it was still roughing it.
You know,
though.
you know what's interesting about your words? You ever seen the movie? I always pause for impact.
Yeah, okay.
You ever seen the movie
That's a
Hurt Locker?
processing mode. Which one?
You ever seen the movie Hurt Locker?
Can't remember.
It came out when the Avatar came out, the same year. In
Okay.
fact, husband and wife, one produced Avatar, one produced Hurt Locker.
Okay.
What Hurt Locker was about, it was about a guy who was a rock star in the world, the military world, and he would dismantle bombs. And the reason why I'm saying this, because I'm saying this about you. I've just listened to you for about 35, 40 minutes about how you love to do what you do. I don't ever see you stopping. I see you even when you go to your island. You'll still be rocking and rolling.
No, because you don't.
You'll be on the beach with the rum, but you're going to still have the skill going. And
no, and you're 100% right.
I know that.
Because see, one of the things that I've always told my staff, that for me, here's a joke I make. My mother told me never to play with my food, but I make a great living playing with my food. So for me, it's playtime. Okay. All the boys have their toys, so my toys are fruits, vegetables, and things that are on my counter.
This is where you're having it
right
here.
I'm playing. This is that place that allows me to drift outside of myself and become something else. You know what it is. I'm not smart enough yet to figure out what that is, but I am drifting outside of myself. I'm in a different world when I'm in the kitchen. And if you're standing on the background and looking at where I'm at, you'll see that I'm not really there. I'm dreaming. It's like today. I told you I went home. I've been up since 6:30 this morning. I run around, do things, and I came back. I think it was 11 o'clock. I had no idea what I was cooking. Laid down in the bed, and instead of me sleeping over in my head,
what you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? And I'm scanning the closet from memory, what's there. And I just happened to get up and said, hey, you got a food processor? Yeah, I got this. And here I am, and we put this together. And I find my best works are when I'm able to do that. That's why when folks come to the restaurant and say, hey, listen, can I have this? And I tell them, you can choose 16 different world cuisines. You tell me where you want to go. If I have the ingredients, the seasonings, you know, I don't care where it is, I will produce it. And that's me. Or people will come in, actually, I can't think they had some group in your group, but just come in, cook me whatever. And I love cooking whatever, because cook me whatever means you're going to get some stuff that comes out from nowhere else. You know?
And most people are afraid to try something new.
Yeah.
But I have a vision, and I mean, I'm just a crazy man from the hood. I see you on an island somewhere, having a restaurant that will be the most sought-after restaurant in the Caribbean, and you'll set a standard.
No
Because
question.
most don't do that.
No, they don't.
But it has
You know?
to be simple, not
But,
real
that's
fancy.
just what it's supposed to be anyway.
Yeah.
We've gotten
Well,
so far away
no.
from, you know.
Yeah. My concept in food in the restaurant is that I will give you something that's familiar. I just give you a different perspective.
Yeah, different.
You know, I did a thing with Patty LaBelle. I'm not a big salmon person, but I knew she wanted salmon, so I created this salmon mousse with some Cajun spices, and I served it on top of French puff pastry. And let me tell you that if you had that thing here full, I would eat it all. And it was such a wonderful product. So I try to do things like that. In the restaurant, there will be things that are familiar in the sense of the protein or the vegetable, but it's a different perspective. And it allows people to try. One of the things that we did years ago in another restaurant that I was running, it was called World Cuisine. And the concept behind World Cuisine was that how many times have we gone out to a particular type of restaurant, whether it be Italian, Indian, or Chinese, and maybe there's one person in the group that's really not feeling that, but you're kind of stuck now because you're in that type of restaurant. So what I did on World Cuisine, we basically gave you some like pingai chicken from China, tandoori chicken from India. You got some Caribbean
Something from
food.
everywhere.
You got some chicken africana, things like that. So now, and then you had a regular continental menu. So you could kind of delve a little bit, you know. And just in case that wasn't your thing, well, you can still go back to the main menu and still have something to eat, you know. Right. And so I've learned that in developing that the better part is to give you something that's familiar in the sense of what it is, but present it different, you know. Right. A lot of folks in my restaurant would eat that, the couscous. You know, chicken africana. They would eat that in a minute. You know? Because now what has happened is we had this unique group, a core group of people that this is the folks that I call that everybody left out. And these are people who are 20 years my senior and 20 years my junior. And these are academic folks, folks who are willing to try everything. So they're out of. These are folks who don't want to go to a place where it's noisy and it's chaotic and the service is below par, things like that, and where they can't feel like they can just sit back and have a good time. They want this very casual spot where they can have good food, they can have great conversation with the people at that table. Nobody's pressuring them to, I need this table for this group, so forth and so on. And so we have this wonderful core group who right now are breaking my neck because they're like, when are you opening again? When are you opening again? But we realized these were the folks that people forgot. And in the restaurant business, I've been doing this for 42 years now, we tend to more focus on the quick flip over.
Turnover, because it's all about
get the table in and out, and so forth and so on. And my father's always taught me that the slow nickel beats the fast quarter.
Absolutely, because
So
it's
that's what it's
sustainable.
about. People will come to eat with us in the restaurant because, number one, it's affordable. I don't think I've had anything over $25 there yet. I think it was a whole snap of fish for $22. Because of the fact that we butcher and we do everything there, the labor cost is not
Keep
as
the cost
intensive.
down.
Right. And I handle most of it at least at this point. But we're working on a framework where I'm a guy that grew up with simple folks. That sometimes I remember when I was in the Air Force with my first child, that you went out to eat and you hocked the light bill, you put something off, just so you can have that one time out. So I try to be cognizant that sometimes folks are coming out, and this is maybe the only meal that they're going to have, whether they're young or seniors, for the month. That they can't afford to do this like some of us can, or the more fortunate who can do this every day or every week. So I try to make sure that, number one, it's affordable. Number two, they get the best. They always get the best out of me, and I've done that. It's funny.
So you mean a steak shouldn't cost $150?
No. I mean, we've done things like beef Wellington there for $18. The pastry's undone there. But it's also what happened to me in my life that made me more concerned about what everybody has. Is I worked at Gurney's, and there was a guy who worked who was the barber down there, and hairdresser Anthony. Anthony was the hairdresser Princess Grace. And one day he calls me up, and you can imagine Gurney's got 150 people. I happened to grab the phone. I never grabbed the phone. It's not that I was bigger than this, but I happened to grab the phone. So it's a matter of fact, and fate. I grabbed the phone. He says, I'm not really feeling too good today, but I'd like just like a little poached chicken, something light, and I said, okay. And I took it down to him. My daughter, it was her first day, Valerie, at working in the spa. I fed him. I come back to the kitchen. I'm not even there 20 minutes, and I get a phone call. Hey, listen, Dad, you got to come there. Anthony's dead. I was like, oh, my God. I'm like, really? Was it the food? But, I laugh about it now, but I go back and say, that was his last meal. And we never know. Yeah, it's kind of funky to think about that, but I'm saying to myself, thank God, in my head, I'm saying, thank God I gave him a great last meal, because you never know when it's at, So
there are no guarantees.
So I became a lot more cognizant about what it is I put in front of you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So listen, I want to get
No
through
poached
this question.
chicken.
for
Okay,
Brad
all right,
tonight.
go ahead.
What's your favorite color?
No.
Yeah.
Do the white one first.
No.
Get it out of the way.
No, this is important.
Yeah.
Really quick, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Why? 3 adjectives.
Calming.
Uh-huh.
It's the color of the ocean, but that's not really an adjective.
Don't feel no pressure.
Can be vibrant.
Vibrant. Uh-huh.
I said calming.
That is one serious lady, boss.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing's popping into my head.
Okay.
I don't know.
Vibrant.
Calming. It'll come.
Can't come up with a third.
How about you, Calvin?
Brown,
Why?
because I'm brown.
3 adjectives.
Because I'm brown. I'm brown, and I'm brown.
3 words to describe why
Yeah,
that's your
it's
favorite
so
color.
funny.
Because I'm British,
'Cause he's
West
funny.
Indian. I'm from Britain.
He's been stubborn. He's not participating.
You're not participating.
Yeah,
You're not
there's got to be
present.
something adjective
Well, because
about.
it's an earth. I'm about the earth.
So it's an earth tone.
So it's an earth
So it's
tone.
natural.
Earthly.
Yeah.
I got cool.
Cool. Excellent.
Oh, now you won't come back on my game.
No, she's not.
You're
No,
not
she
playing.
has some time to do.
Two more,
The heat was off.
Oh, why
so
you want
brain
two more?
Earthly.
So could it just be one? Why's it got to be two?
He's such a
It's
man.
gotta be
isn't he?
three.
See what I mean?
Why's
He's
it got to
such a
be
man.
two?
Because we're
He's so Chelsea.
yes, he is. That's what.
West
Oh,
15.
look at people.
West 15.
Look at people. He said he arched his back.
West 15.
Oh, sick of that. Pull out those electrodes.
No, basically it's primal. It's earthy.
Primal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's earthy, and I'm brown.
All right.
Like,
so those adjectives.
Yeah, you see,
describe-
look, you see the brown, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
there you
Yeah,
go.
Linear Alba, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Describe how you view yourself.
Put this one here.
No, you.
This one here.
You gotta do it her. It's about you. How you describe yourself.
It's how you view yourself.
I don't know if I can say this on your
Primal.
program.
You can say anything you want.
Oh, well, I'm crazy as cat shit.
Well, you are primal.
Okay. Yeah.
That you are.
Well, I'm a very loyal, very caring individual, but I'm also evil. Should I need to be? There's another Calvin that I've had to
What
pull.
does-
Well, look in my world.
On the dark side.
Yeah, on the dark side, I'm the head of security in my world.
No, I understand, but that's not evil. That's called survival. That's
Well, it's called survival, but
Right.
well, I guess the better word would be, I'm the protector.
Okay.
I'm
So
the
let's
defender.
move
I'm the
on.
defender of the weak,
Okay.
the abused, the innocent.
Well, that's not evil at all, bro.
No,
that's about survival.
No.
So let's move forward.
Okay.
Okay, so I want
Well,
y'all
you keep
to
looking
see-
at me. Let's move forward. But go ahead.
That's my job.
Oh, I know that's your job. You do it well too. Trust me.
She's on top of it. You see that, right?
She's
He's
on
head of
top of her
security.
game. What? Head of security. Security.
I always feel safe. I want y'all to close your eyes for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
All right? I want you to imagine, but your eyes are still going to be closed because I want you to process this feeling.
Okay.
When you open your eyes, even though they're closed, you're in a room that is white with no windows and no doors. I want you to think about how that makes you feel, and then tell me.
Do we have to open our eyes?
No, I want you to keep your eyes closed.
All right, and then tell you.
Yeah.
Security.
I got you.
Security.
Yeah.
All right, so how does
No,
that make you feel?
for me, I'll tell you how it feels. It's a canvas. So the first thing I want to do is add color and add warmth and temperature and depth and things like that.
Two more things about that room.
Got to have a window.
No, there's no window. There's no windows,
Why
no
can't
doors.
my father was a builder. Why can't I make a
All right,
window?
look, he needs remedial homework. We're gonna take a break.
He sure does. He's such a man.
And when we come back, we're gonna continue with the white room.
Yes.
In
Okay.
Calvin.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Does that?
planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act One will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chela.
And I am the Body Mechanic NYC.
And we are halfway through our Body Shop questionnaire.
Yes.
We were
Did you say halfway?
Halfway.
Oh, yeah.
So we were in the middle of asking Calvin his favorite color, which
Yes.
is brown.
Brown, right? And you said that the adjectives of brown is what now?
Primal.
Primal, earth.
Earthy.
Yeah. And sun.
And
No,
sun?
yeah, earth, wind, and fire, something like that. Okay.
Yo, he's been thinking too much.
I know.
He's good.
It was
He's
really awesome.
He was thinking about this,
Hold
right?
on.
See it turning, always.
He's looking for the best answer.
All right, so those adjectives that you shared about your favorite colors.
Okay, what about hers? You said yours was
blue.
Which
I
is
said
calm,
cool, vibrant.
Vibrant. That's how you view yourself.
I'm earth, wind, and fire.
All right.
Shining star for you to see
Did we
what
finish
your
one
life
about
could
that?
truly be.
Did we finish one death? We didn't even finish that.
No, you were talking about
The white room.
The
Oh,
white
the
room.
white room.
Yeah, we're in
Yeah,
the
we
white
talk about-
room.
yeah.
So you completely
Ginger
discombobulated
bacon,
us.
cream.
messed up.
Yeah.
All right. So now, no, I know what it was because you wanted to write or paint something on the wall.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
unfortunately, in this scenario that you're in, bro, you
Okay.
can't do that. You don't
Well,
have no tools,
all right,
nothing.
so no tools.
So it's a white room, no windows, no doors.
Avanza.
Dream state.
One more. Two more. How's it make
Brightness.
you feel?
How's it make you feel? Brightness.
You feel bright.
Yeah, yeah. No.
And what else?
It's like the brilliance of the night.
Okay.
It's the opposite.
What else?
No. Why is it gonna be someone else? You came up with 3 questions.
Three
I'm not talking about your hat, am I?
No, 3 adjectives.
Or your little bangle. Give me 3 reasons why you got this then. No.
I will after you answer my question.
Okay, one more. White. I don't know. Maybe that's half of me.
That's not an adjective.
Well,
He is something else.
listen, I'm a chef, not an English teacher.
All right. How about you, Carolyn?
Yeah. Go to
How did it
see.
make you feel?
Claustrophobic,
Uh-huh.
scared,
Uh-huh.
sleepy.
Sleepy.
That's actually how you view death.
Okay. So me?
So he's not ready yet.
No.
Not even close.
So that means
No.
I'm
I've already written my epitaph though.
I know, but
Really?
he's still not ready to go.
Yeah.
So check this out. And here's the final one.
Okay.
The final is I want you to think of your favorite body. Imagine him. Hold on, how much time we have?
We don't have much.
Okay. I want you to think about your favorite body of water. It could be a cloud, a lagoon, an ocean, a jacuzzi, whatever it is. Favorite body of water.
Gumbo Beach in Jamaica.
That's like the lotus flower.
It's gonna be a harbor.
No, it's a harbor. Okay, a
It's gonna be
harbor.
a harbor.
Okay, how about you, Don?
Ocean.
Ocean. Okay.
Why?
Tell us about.
I used to be a cyclist when I was in Jamaica. And early one morning, I'm riding along Gumbo Beach, coming from the hills, and all of a sudden, this manta ray comes out of the water.
3 adjectives.
Oh,
Quickly.
why is it gonna be everything gonna be answered?
Why do you?
All right.
Why is it
Dangerous.
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 Scared of you. Quickly, 2 more. 2
all right,
more. You
dangerous, calming, serenity.
Can do this. Awesome. Thank you.
How about you?
Teaspoon?
You said ocean, right?
I said ocean, and honestly, my 3 adjectives are the same.
Say them. What are they?
The same
dangerous.
Dangerous.
It's calming. What was your third? And it's blue.
All right, so those adjectives describe how you view sex.
Oh, we're out of control. We make no rules. There's no rules unless you make them.
I see the camera. Oh my God, we gotta look back on that. Did you see the face? She went.
Guys, I had a ball with
Oh my God,
you.
same here, same
Really
here.
Awesome.
enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
Thank
Quickly,
you.
give us the name and address of your restaurant.
JC's Cafe and Lounge, located at 50 East Main Street, Riverhead, New York. Chef Kerr, 631-591-3281.
And
Or
when will it
Facebook
reopen?
us,
When will it
JC's Cafe.
reopen?
We're hoping about another week and a half from today. So you said it's about the 10th?
Right. The
Yeah,
weekend
I
of-
don't do dates in my head. It doesn't
All right,
work.
so
that.
Celeste, you were about to say something, a website or something.
Our Facebook site,
What's yours?
JC's Cafe and Lounge at facebook.com or www.jcscafeandlounge.com. And you'll see the pictures, the memoirs, and me adding verbiage to everyday life in the kitchen.
So November 17th, the third Monday of November, we'd like to come out and do a touch sensorium at your facility.
Why not?
Awesome.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that way we can guarantee, make sure
look,
you get touched.
The beauty about our restaurant is that we own it. So you
It
can do
is
whatever,
awesome. It
so
is
you can
really,
do whatever
I
you
mean,
want to do.
You feel like you're in somebody's house.
Yeah,
I
you do
love
whatever
it.
you want to do.
It was
We have-
awesome. But
you
she
wanna-
wasn't there. I didn't see her there.
No, you want to do live music? We have
Gonna be this time
Sakani,
we
who
come?
does, who's the guy from Peru, does the flutes from the Andes, things like that. So everything is about whatever you guys look. It's your venue, not mine. I just
Calvin,
work there.
Carolyn, thank you so much.
Thank
for
God bless
being
you.
on
So
the show.
awesome.
God bless.
This is really awesome.
Body
It was fun.
Mechanic tomorrow is our Body Shop Blue karaoke party at Southside Seafood
You
Restaurant.
gotta wear
in
something
Lindenhurst.
blue.
I want our viewers to look at all of our T-shirt contest entries.
Yes.
They are awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I thought we had 10. You have 9. Get the top 9. So please. No, I counted it.
Oh, right in front of you. Sorry.
So if our cameraman can just like
That's all we could fit.
sweep across the room and look at the entries, they're awesome. We're going to announce the winner tomorrow at the Body Shop Blue karaoke party.
I can't sing.
You don't have to sing. You can watch me sing. That's right.
You say you have someone that's coming that can sing, right? I hope we can have
No,
some
he's in
singers.
North Carolina
Because I
now.
went to a place that had karaoke and it was actually painful. It made me drink. I don't drink and eat peanuts. I don't usually eat that. So that singing can really bring out the worst in someone.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They hit those
I
like,
do.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to actually get them up for the Apollo. They have an open audition.
Oh my God.
have you ever been to the Apollo? You ever been there? To Apollo?
No.
Oh,
I
I've been a
have.
few times.
It's
Apollo is
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my daughter to audition there.
Good. When you working your daughter, I work on my brother.
Yeah, your brother's
Have
awesome.
you heard her daughter sing? You heard her sing? She
Oh,
sang
yes,
at
she
your
did.
place.
Oh, yeah,
But
she's
she was
fantastic.
off. She was off that
No,
night.
but trust me, that was surprising.
No, look what Chella's like.
Look, Chela.
Ava's off day is bad and everybody's best
No.
day.
Remember
really.
we all came out the kitchen because they came back and got me and says, your daughter was singing.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
man.
I came out and stood behind the money. Your daughter.
She only used one toe for that. She got 10 more.
Yeah, she's awesome.
No, she's no
you gotta
joke.
hear. She was really, really off that night.
Well, thank God she was
Will you
off
stop
because-
that?
She was.
Doesn't make a difference. She's still awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's
Kelly-
incredible. Trust me.
Don't minimize it. It was still awesome.
Okay, thank you.
You gotta
Body
understand. You,
Mechanic.
Yeah.
God,
Please.
Chaloska.
No.
I just want you to
No,
hear her when
no
she's...
shrinkage, baby. Just no shrinkage.
Exactly, because people
She'll
don't
sing,
know
she'll
that.
sing tomorrow.
Because me and her talked about her doing something at the
Yes,
restaurant.
and she wants to talk to you.
Yeah,
Good,
we
so you
saw
guys
her.
can
Yeah,
connect
yeah.
tomorrow. Excellent.
Very good.
So, Body Mechanic,
Yes,
I bought us glasses that light up, blue glasses that light up.
good, because it'll match my eyeball on my crotch.
That's what you're gonna wear?
Yes, where my crotch draws. I got so much attention with these pants. I actually have pants with an iris. It has an eye. Come on, you know the pants are cool.
Oh, the
We
evil
gotta
eye?
say goodbye. We gotta say goodbye, Body Mechanic. So, have an awesome week. Check us out on bodyshopenterprises.com.
And at our party tomorrow.
Yes, from 4 to 8.
And please, if you can't sing, just bring someone with you who can. Y'all
No,
can sing
that's
together.
fun. Bring your karaoke on. Have a great week. Love hard and kiss long.
And drink water.